a prophet of Allah, walking away from his own wife, walking away from his own infant son, leaving them alone in a valley with no water, no food, no shelter, no living soul. How could a father do this? And what did Allah want from him? The great Hijrah, we saw Ibrahim alayhi salam survive a fire that should have ended him. We saw him debate the tyrant king Namrud and leave him speechless when he said, "Verily, Allah causes the sun to rise from the east, so cause it to rise from the west." Surah Al-Baqarah 2:258. The Quran tells us simply, "And the disbeliever was utterly defeated." But despite the miracle and the silenced king, the people of Babylon, as a whole, would not believe. Ibn Kathir tells us that out of all those people, only 2 accepted his message. Sarah, may Allah be pleased with her, the noble woman who became his wife, and Lut, alayhi salam, his nephew, who would himself become a prophet. So Ibrahim alayhi salam made the decision that would change human history. He said, "Indeed, I will emigrate to my Lord. He is the mighty, the wise." Surah Al-Ankabut 29-26. He left. He left his home. He left his family. He left his land. And he set out for the sake of Allah alone. He traveled to Shim, the land we now call Palestine and Syria. And from there he traveled further to Egypt. And in Egypt he would meet another tyrant. The tyrant of Egypt. The ruler of that region of Egypt was a tyrant. He had a particularly cruel habit. Whenever a beautiful woman entered his land, if she was married, he would have her husband killed and take her for himself. And Sarah, may Allah be pleased with her, Ibrahim's wife, was, by the testimony of Sahih al-Bukhari, one of the most beautiful women on the face of the earth. This story is recorded in Sahih al-Bukhari, narrated by Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, and it is one of the most beautiful and astonishing chapters in the life of Ibrahim alayhi salam. When word reached the tyrant about Sarah, he summoned them. Prophet Ibrahim turned to Sarah, knowing the danger, and he spoke words that capture everything about their faith. "O Sarah, there is no believer on the face of this earth except you and me. This man has asked me about you. If I tell him you are my wife, he will kill me. So I have told him, you are my sister." In Islamic understanding, Sarah was his sister in faith, the only other believer on earth at that moment. So this was a true statement, not a lie, as recorded in the same hadith. This is one of the famous 3 statements of Ibrahim mentioned in Bukhari. Sarah replied, "O Ibrahim, fear not. Allah will protect." The tyrant came to her. He reached out his hand to take her, and his entire arm seized up, paralyzed, frozen. He could not move it. "Pray to Allah for me, and I will not harm you," he cried in terror. Sarah prayed. Allah cured him. He reached for her again, and his arm seized up again, more violently than before. He cried out to her again. She prayed for him again. Allah cured him again. He tried a 3rd time, and this time he understood. He realized this woman was not an ordinary woman. He turned to his guards and he said, "You have brought me a devil, not a human being. Take her away from me." And as a gift of apology and to be rid of them, he gave Sarah one of his servant women, a beautiful and noble Egyptian named Hajar. May Allah be pleased with her. Sarah returned to Prophet Ibrahim, smiling softly. "Allah has spoiled the plot of the evildoer and given me Hajar as a servant." Abu Hurairah, when he finished telling this hadith, turned to his listeners and said, "And that Hajar was your mother, O children of the Arabs." The long wait for a son, Ibrahim alayhi salam, and Sarah moved on, eventually settling in the blessed land of Palestine. But year after year, decade after decade, Sarah, may Allah be pleased with her, could not bear a child. Ibrahim alayhi salam was now an old man. His hair had turned white, and Sarah, may Allah be pleased with her, out of love for her husband, out of selflessness almost beyond comprehension, did something extraordinary. She offered her servant Hajar, may Allah be pleased with her, to Prophet Ibrahim as a second wife, so that he might have the child Allah had promised him. And Hajar, may Allah be pleased with her, gave birth to a son. His name Ismail alayhi salam, the Prophet Ismail, the ancestor, though no one yet knew it, of an entire nation, the ancestor of the Arabs, the ancestor of the final prophet, Muhammad alayhi salam. But Allah's plan for this family was greater than any of them could yet see. The valley where nothing grew, while Prophet Ismail was still a nursing infant, Allah commanded Prophet Ibrahim to do something that, to any human mind, would seem cruel. Prophet Ibrahim was to take Hajar radiallahu anha and the baby Ismail and to leave them alone in a barren valley, with no food, no water, and no one for miles in any direction. The valley was called Makkah, and it would one day be known as Makkah al-Mukarramah. Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu narrated this in Sahih al-Bukhari. Prophet Ibrahim sat his wife and baby down beneath a tree on the spot of Zamzam. He placed beside them a small leather bag with some dates and a water skin with a little water. And then he turned and began to walk away. Hajar radiallahu anha called after him, "O Ibrahim, where are you going? You are leaving us here, in this valley where there is not a single soul, not a single thing." Prophet Ibrahim did not look back. She called again, "O Ibrahim." Silence. She called a third time. Silence. And then Hajar's profound faith broke through her fear. She asked the only question that mattered, "Has Allah commanded you to do this?" Ibrahim, his back still turned, finally answered, "Yes." And Hajar said the words that every believer should learn by heart, "Then he will not abandon us." When he was far enough that they could no longer see him, Prophet Ibrahim turned, faced the place where he had left them, raised his hands, and made one of the most famous du'as in the entire Quran. "O our Lord, I have settled some of my offspring in a valley with no cultivation by your sacred house, that they may establish prayer. So fill some hearts among the people with love toward them, and provide for them with fruits, that they may be grateful." Surah Ibrahim 1437. Zamzam, the dates ran out, the water ran out, Hajar's milk dried up, and little Ismail, the tiny baby, has begun to writhe on the ground, kicking the earth in his thirst. Hajar, radiallahu anha, could not bear to watch. She ran. She climbed the nearest hill, Safa, and looked desperately in every direction for help. No one. She ran down into the valley. She climbed the next hill, Marwa, and looked again. No one. She ran back to Safa, then back to Marwa, back to Safa, back to Marwa 7 times. 7 times between Safa and Marwa. The Prophet Muhammad alayhi salam himself said in Bukhari, "This is the origin of the sa'i, the running, between Safa and Marwa that every Hajj pilgrim performs to this day." When she finally collapsed on Marwa for the 7th time, she heard a sound, a voice. She looked toward the place where she had left her son, and there was the angel Jibril alayhi salam, striking the earth with his heel. Water, water, bubbling, gushing, flowing out of the desert. Hajar radiallahu anha ran. She fell to her knees, and she began scooping the water into walls of sand to contain it, saying, "Zam, Zam," meaning stop, stop. The Prophet Muhammad alayhi salam said, "May Allah have mercy on the mother of Ismail." Had she left the water alone, it would have become a flowing river to this day. That well, Zamzam, has been flowing for over 4,000 years. Every single drop of it tracing back to the moment Allah answered a mother's silent trust. The command that broke a father's heart. Word of the new spring spread. A tribe called the Jurhum came and asked Hajar's permission to settle there. She accepted. Makkah was born. Prophet Ismail grew up. He learned Arabic from the Jurhum. He became known for his strength and his goodness. And his father, Prophet Ibrahim, far away in Palestine, would visit him again and again across the years. And one night, Prophet Ibrahim had a dream. The dreams of prophets are not ordinary dreams. The dreams of prophets are revelation, and in his dream, Allah commanded him to do the unthinkable, to take his beloved son Ismail, the son he had waited decades for, the son he had left in a valley as an infant in trust to Allah, the son he had finally been allowed to know, and to sacrifice him. He saw the dream again the next night. And again, the third night, there was no doubt left. The Quran records what happened next, and it is one of the most moving conversations between a father and a son in all of human literature. Ibrahim said, his voice trembling, "O my son, I have seen in a dream that I am slaughtering you. So look, what do you think?" And Ismail, Allah, what a son, did not flinch, did not run, did not cry out. He looked at his father and he answered, "O my father, do what you are commanded. You will find me, inshallah, among the patient." Surah As-Saffat 37:102. The whispers of Shaitan and the three stones tradition records, preserved by Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu and reported in classical narrations, that on the way to the place of sacrifice, Shaitan himself appeared. He came first to Ibrahim. He whispered, "Are you really going to kill your own son? Have you lost your mind?" Ibrahim picked up 7 stones and threw them. The figure fled. He came again to Hajar. "Stop your husband. He's going to murder your boy." Hajar picked up 7 stones and threw them. The figure fled. He came a third time to Ismail himself. "Run, boy. Your father is mad." Young Ismail picked up 7 stones and threw them. The figure fled, and this Muslims around the world commemorate every single year. The 3 pillars of Jamarat in Mina, stoned by every pilgrim during Hajj, they mark the 3 places where father, mother and son resisted Shaitan and remained submitted to Allah. The ram from paradise. They reached the place Prophet Isma'il, still composed, said to his father, "Father, lay me on my forehead, so you will not see my face as you do it, lest your fatherly love weaken you. And tie the knife tightly, and blindfold yourself if you need to, and do it quickly." Prophet Ibrahim laid his son down. He took the knife. He passed it across his son's throat, and the knife would not cut. He passed it again. It would not cut. He pressed harder. It refused, and then, from the heavens, came a voice, "O Ibrahim, you have fulfilled the vision. Indeed, thus do we reward the doers of good." Verily, this was an obvious trial. "And we ransomed him with a great sacrifice." Surah As-Saffat 37:14107a. Magnificent white ram appeared on the rocks beside them. Sent down, tradition says, from paradise itself. The test was complete. Allah had never wanted Ismail's blood. He wanted the submission of Ibrahim's heart, and the submission of Ismail's heart, and they had passed. Ibrahim sacrificed the ram in Ismail's place, and to this day, every Eid al-Adha, over 2 billion Muslims around the world commemorate that moment. We sacrifice an animal, not because Allah needs the meat, as the Quran explicitly states in Surah Al-Hajj, but because we are reaffirming the spirit of Ibrahim. We are saying, "Ya Allah, like Ibrahim, I submit. Whatever you ask of me, I am yours." But Ibrahim's mission with Ismail was not yet complete. There remained one final command, the greatest building project in human history, a house for Allah himself. Prophet Ibrahim and Ismail alayhi salam would soon raise the foundations of the Kaaba, the very building toward which every Muslim on earth turns, 5 times a day, every day, for the last 1400 years. An angel would deliver a stone from paradise. A dua would be made that called Prophet Muhammad into existence. And the final years of the man Allah called his friend would unfold. This is second part of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. If this story moved your heart and strengthened your faith, please support our journey by hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, and turning on the notification bell so you never miss the next part of this beautiful series. Your support helps us bring more stories of the prophets to Muslims around the world, inshallah.